So let's get into our conversation this afternoon. We are continuing something we started last week. That was taking Ghanaian movies global, and we were privileged to have Pascal back with us here in the studio. He was here last week. Of course, we were talking about Gold Coast Lounge and movie industry. Good afternoon, Pascal. Thank you for coming back and joining us here.
You don't have AKAs or whatever. I was born with one.
Oh! You know, a lot of people, you got a lot of Pascal AKA.
It has decreased. It's taken a long time to make sure that branding is proper, but finally GH and the media have aligned. So, Pascal, it is what it is. AKA is the spelling, but pronounce it. Aka, there you go.
Also join us for the very first time on table, Socrates Safo. He's a seasoned film producer, and Uncle, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for joining us here on our very big table. And so you can come in with your questions or any comments on our Facebook, or you can drop that there, and definitely we'll read that later on the show. So this week I've been doing a lot of following on social media when it comes to the movie industry. But just, Pascal, where we left off last week, talking about how we could get onto the bigger platform that was Netflix. I want us to take it from the basics now. Before one shoots a movie, there are lots of procedures that will go through: script writing, doing the cast, and all of those things. In your years, do you think that we do it well enough to be able to put out the very best of storylines of movies that a lot of people are craving that we need to be doing?
Okay, first of all, I'm not the one that decides if we're doing the best or not. Again, just in GH, every production house have their own production house. So media, I just like, I feel everybody's doing the best they can, to the best of their abilities, Whether or not, it definitely is something that can always be improved, because no matter what we do, we're always going to look at, okay, we are an Anglophone country, and this is our industry, and is this the best it can be? And our neighbors are doing, a little bit better. I mean, right now, there's a big conversation right now. They're looking at, a popular series from Nigeria that's like has big production standards, etc., and everything. So everybody has seen the limits. Everybody has seen, where the standard can go, But if you're asking if the producers in GH are doing best, I can decide, but we can all agree that, we're still a developing country, developing continent, and we have seen where cinema can go, growing up all the way till now. So all I can say is we are somewhere, and there's nowhere to go but up. Okay. We are not all the way on top, but we are somewhere.
Okay, Uncle, my first question to you would be that you must have heard this conversation over and over again. How do you feel about it every time when it comes up? And I mean, you being a producer, you being heavily involved in the movie industry, and it's always like the perception is the industry is not working.
Well, let me start by putting it on record that you wanted to talk to me on phone.
Yeah.
And I insisted that for this particular topic, I wouldn't want to speak on phone.
Definitely.
Whatever I'm doing, let me still some time to be here.
Yeah.
So that we can
and we're
have
really
a
grateful
proper,
for that.
Yes, so I'm here on my... Anyway, the question, let's start from the top. Like push, and let's go.
I'm asking how you feel about it every now and then when it comes out. And you being heavily involved in the industry. Like people talking about our movie industry. Some say it's dead. Weak, all of those things.
Good. Well, let me say, I feel so sad. Very, very, very sad. Because if I look at what we had, which was the toast of Africa, and to some extent, the outside world, and what we have reduced it to, I feel so sad. Because we were the envy of almost, aside the big cinema countries, we were the toast of the rest of the world when it comes to cinema. This is what people don't know. I have traveled around. I have been involved with cinema talks and conversations, forums, festivals, and the rest. Wherever we go and we tell them what we have here, we were the envy. I can tell you that a country like Burkina Faso, came down with 2 bus full of filmmakers just to come and study what we are doing here. Yes. But even around that time, we had some of our people here even writing negative. You have media talking negative about whatever we are doing here. Even in terms of distribution, people were saying that we sell films at Opera and Katamanto, like crabs and all those things. But that was what the world or independent filmmakers were looking for. And we had it at our fingertips, created by us, and it was good for us. What happened?
That's the big question.
Yeah.
That's the big question.
So you are insinuating that the media, in a way, had an influence with what we are facing right now regarding movie industry. But then some also have this perception that our storylines were very predictable. So it seems that, look, we watch a movie and we already know what's going to happen at the end of it all and all that. Don't you think some of these things actually also had an effect on the industry?
If you say you mean Ghanaian films?
Ghanaian films, yes.
How about American films? The storylines were also predictable. You see Rambo from the beginning, and you know at the end of the day he's going to kill all the how do you call it, Vietnamese. They were predictable. Every film is predictable.
Every film is predictable?
Yes. People can predict the end of films. It depends on how you are able to grab the story from the beginning. I had a challenge with a friend who came to my library in those days and said, as for him, he doesn't watch Ghanaian films, he watch because they are predictable. I said, okay. I gave him one film. I said, come and tell me the beginning of the film. Let's discuss, let's watch. I slot it in. In about 15 minutes, I asked, tell me the end of the film. He couldn't. But this is the same person who can, as for Ghanaian films, you start here, I'll be where we are. But he couldn't. We watched 5 films. He couldn't tell me the end of the films. So we heard this, and it was pushed out there forcefully. And so those who were, let's say, patronizing our works got a perception that, as for Ghanaian films, they are predictable. But the fact is that every film, you can predict the end. Like I said, you watch Rambo, you know what is going to happen. Chinese films, at the end of the day, killer be will show. You know the killer by all means, no matter what happens, the killer will die. How come we were not saying that as for Chinese films, we can predict them? But when it comes to Ghanaian films, we always look at it from that angle.
I also have a question for you.
Okay.
In particular, a statement you made in 2018.
What?
Well, a statement you made in 2018.
Is it about distribution, a Ghanaian film going outside?
Yeah, no, the demise of the movie industry.
But I think that's the topic. So can
yeah.
position it there so that
Maybe you just take you.
I'm trying to. I mean, we are looking at taking the movie industry globally. And you made a statement of taking a hand in the demise of the movie industry. And per your statement and now, do you think that the industry has seen growth or is still in demise, like the industry is not moving forward?
Well, it's just like somebody who is standing on a skyscraper and just gets down, and he's still struggling. He can't wake up. He's dying. So for me,
the industry is still at where it is now.
I see people produce movies today, and sometimes when they come out promoting them, I feel pity for them.
Really?
Yes, that's the fact.
But they've churned out.
What are you
Because
we've churned out great
movies. I wonder
movies.
how they are going to make their money back.
Okay.
I wonder how they are going to make
But
their
see,
money
we've
back.
had producers here premiere their movies and all that, and they talk about how good per the cinemas and all that. It's not bad.
How good per the cinemas?
Pascal,
The
Which
sales
cinemas?
and
You go to Silverbed, you finish
Thank
showing
God
there. Where are you
Pascal
going
is also
again?
here. His Gold Coast has done so well.
Wait.
So it means
Okay, my turn.
Let me say something before you can go. The kind of money,
Okay.
let me reduce it to myself. The kind of money I have seen in movies, I don't think any of the new filmmakers have seen a fraction of it. When the structures were good.
When the structures were good.
Yes.
Now that we are advancing,
So you
the
can
structures
continue.
are not so good.
The structure bit, I'll really get to, but Pascal wanted
So
to.
the structures were
Right.
better then than now. Wow. So we are not moving forward.
We're rather moving backwards.
I mean, here's the thing. Okay. Everything, yes and no. But I won't say no to something specific.
Okay.
I don't know which filmmaker came and told you that, movies are doing fantastic in the cinemas or anything like that. It's like, we have 3 cinemas. I said it last time. We have three cinemas, During the time when all the golden era was happening, I was not in the industry, in the film industry. One, I was in Canada, and when I came to Canada, I was making music videos.
Yeah.
As soon as I dropped, boom, it's like, okay, what's going on? There's light off. Some of us have generators, but there is light off in the industry. There is light off. Just because me or Shirley or Peter Studio, if you have generators, doesn't mean there's no light off. There is light off.
I get it.
Yeah, so it is what it is. So the thing is, I can't speak for everyone, but seriously, like to make a profit from a movie that you spend quite a lot of money to make, and you think you're going to make all your money in the Ghanaian cinemas, I don't know.
Which cinemas are you talking of?
The cinemas that are
cinemas.
Okay,
So we're not even asking. Socrates, I want us to look at how the system was back then compared to now.
Yes.
What was so different from that then to now?
Okay.
And what can we do to bring then to now? Because,
Okay.
we are growing, so we need to grow higher, not rescind.
Channel of distribution.
Okay.
When I talk of channel of distribution, one, there's a saying that near you be fie, a say will be in Sufi. I don't know if you can explain to me in the English language.
What would make a house better?
Somebody's
Or it could
house.
be
Destroy
good
another
for
person's
you
house.
and also bad for
Somebody
you.
Yeah.
may use to develop his house.
Yes.
The same
thing can destroy.
Or
The
in
other-
layman's terms, what would be beneficial to you?
Would
Will not
not
benefit.
be
Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone's-
Yeah.
So we had a channel of distribution. That is, when we finish a film, we have cinemas all over the country. Even Tamale, we had Picona in Tamale, that you go and you show your films. And we had almost over 100. I can give you a list of cinemas. When you finish the first round, then we give it to our boys who will take it to the small video centers around. And then they will scrap for the, the cramps. It was taken care of, even them. Then when you finish, you come to the sale of the hard copies. When you finish, you put it down. And sometimes in about a year or two, you can still go to the video center. You may not get the top cinema halls to show, but you go to the video centers, and also you make a lot of money from there. This is what it used to be.
Okay.
Until, out of ignorance, we had television coming. And when we talk of the sales I mentioned, you can easily sell 100,000 copies of a movie at 5 cities, and that will give you how much?
About
500,000.
Huh?
500,000.
500,000 cities. Is it bad money?
No, not at all.
It's good money. After your cinema rounds, then this is the money you make. So out of ignorance, due to lack of orientation in the film industry, we had television stations coming up, and they approach you, they tell you that, look, film A that you've finished doing the rounds with, can you give it to me since you've done the rounds, and let me show it. It will even be a promotion for you. And out of ignorance, we gave it to them, thinking that they were going to promote our next movies. And they were giving us good money. We gave it to them, they watch it, they showed the first one, people enjoy it. Yes, people watch the sequel. In those days, we just shoot the first part.
Yeah.
When you show it on TV, then you go and shoot the sequel, and then you bring it up. Sometimes you are forced to write another story, the continuation. We created that channel. It wasn't there before. We only had the cinema and the hard copy sales. Then the TV station channel was open. We started working for us, promoting the next movie. But people got smarter. And what did they do? They realized that every day there is a new film they've not watched. And instead of going to the cinema or buying the copies, they would rather sit at home and enjoy. Who were those who were buying these films from us? The hard copies, the housewives. Yes. The husbands go to town and the wives ask them to, you are not married, eh? So,
I'm not in a relationship.
Single boy.
I'm very
okay. Your wife will tell you that when you are coming home, please bring. So every man goes to town, pass by the video cassette or CD seller, buys a copy and send home. The housewife, after the household chores from morning till about 10 o'clock, doing nothing. There was nothing by way of entertainment on TV. What will he do? She slots in the CD and boom. Every day they will ask for a new film. And we were making money from it. But now we put the films on TV and they are watching it for free now. Sometimes you turn around and you see the heap of films that you've bought, and then you do the maths and you realize that, Charlie, I've invested over 20,000 CDs buying films. But it's now on TV. Mind you, a film like Rambo is somebody's new film.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
Once you've not seen the movie, it's a new film. So we ended up taking the audience from the cinema
to
buying
TV.
of the films and sending them to TV stations, which also dropped
The sales.
the sales and the attendance in the cinemas.
But
I remember when TV3 started showing films on Tuesdays. You go around village to village, nobody is watching films from the video centers. So that's the day that we used to go around and book for slots, Tuesdays. Then another channel came and took Thursdays. So we lost Thursdays too. Then Metro TV, this particular station, Christian Michaels was here. You took Fridays, and we lost Fridays too. Then TV3 added Sundays again. So Tuesdays and Sundays for TV3, we lost those days too. And then I remember GTV, Toto Gilbertson, said, Mbra, okay, free for all. We will also start buying. And then they bought, and we lost all these days.
Okay. But Socrates, when they buy these movies, does they bring money to you in any way? What's the difference between them buying and showing it and then people purchasing it individually?
Okay. I told you 500,000 cities. Minimum, if you don't even sell and you sell even 20,000 copies. Do the maths. Even if you sell 20,000 copies of a movie, which you can easily sell. Now, a TV station started giving us, I think TV3 was giving 12 million, the millions in those millions. Yes. Okay. Then it reduced to some few digits. No matter what it is, if you take the films around the small theaters, you make 100 times what a TV station will give you. You make 100 times what a TV station will give you. Even after all that, let's say 2 or 3 years later, you will make about 100 times what a TV station will give you. So this is where I arrive at the next. I said ignorance took us there.
Yeah.
Now stupidity is keeping us there.
Interesting.
Do you understand?
I do, but
ignorance. Earlier, it was ignorance. We were not aware out of lack of orientation about what the film industry is. But if we had got the orientation, we would know that there is nothing like an old film. So what you do is that you can the films. When we say canning of films, it's like when you finish doing the rounds, you put it down in storage.
Okay.
The next 5 years, you will have new generation who have not seen it. Have you seen What Sex Can Do?
What Sex Can Do?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it.
You have not seen
never
it.
heard of it.
That is my film. You have not seen it. I just posted it.
You just posted it. I thought it was new.
Yeah.
You there?
You just posted it today. I thought it was new.
Yes. You thought it's new? Yeah, but this is a film I did about 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yes.
I think I rather knew of the Hot Fork or something, yeah, but not.
What Sex Can Do.
But Socrates,
Hot.
Hot one.
Even Hot Fork, have you seen it? Have you seen Hot Pot?
I think
So I can show it today. If the
Yes,
cinema is
and it
not
will be
working.
new.
It will be new. Every 5 years, a film has a new lifespan. Every 5 years. This is the orientation that was not there for us. So we thought, I have finished showing the film, so give it to TV.
That's it. Pascal, is this not where we talk about an industry that, where is our industry? We're talking about structures. We're talking about those who are in authority in the movie industry, so that these things Uncle is talking about, you could have the structure. So these people know what to do. Then the others know what to do. Then it follows that same way. But it looks like we don't have that.
Who's in charge of the industry?
I'm asking.
You see, this is why I remember. Should I go there?
Okay. I just wanted Pascal to get that, and then I'll come back to you on some of the associations, FIPAG, and all the others. Pascal.
Yes. What's the question?
Structure.
What's your question?
I'm asking about the structure. Do we have structure? Do we have an industry where we know who is handling this, who is helping us with this, and all that?
I spoke about that last week specifically. Like I said, I'm just a baby. In the film industry, to be specific. 2018, I said, okay, let me just forget the music videos and just focus on movies in Ghana, specifically. So, like I said, I came in at a time when everything was dark. I'm an individual producer, making my own production. And then it's in a place where, like, okay, you're in a tunnel, you're in the dark, you have a flashlight, and okay, you carve your own way. It's not like, okay, you enter the industry, and then you see all the different ways where you can go, and then people orient you to this place, that place, and then, okay, this is where you want to go. There's no such thing. So, so just like to the music industry to a large extent, everybody's doing their own thing. Nobody's gonna tell me that, okay, let me write an application and send my script and then I'll get this funding from somewhere. No, I'm gonna do it from my own pocket, So, and when everybody does their own thing, there's not necessarily anyone that's going to look at the entire map and say, okay, this is where the industry is heading, and not stop. Everybody do this, everybody do that, so that overall we'll reach a certain place collectively. There's no such thing. So at the end of the day, everyone for himself.
I see smiling.
You see,
but let me come in with this one. I mean, with all that you said so far, I feel like we didn't take advantage of technology. And now there are many avenues of making money off movies. And I think we are more of laid back and do not want to find new avenues to make money of our movies rather than the old channel of distribution. What you said was nice, but I feel like it's more tedious, that there could be a better way of... I mean, you people are the experts, but having
times have changed, and
changed.
We cannot still be saying that
we should go around and saying,
how about moving with time?
Times have changed. We can't go around. America is still going around. India is still going around. China is still going around.
But they're still making a lot of money.
Money online, making lots of money.
It's a channel of distribution.
Okay. Yes.
Do you understand? So I gave you. We had cinemas. Then video on demand as DVD and the rest came in. It wasn't there before.
Yeah.
It came in. We took advantage of that. If you talk of sales of cinemas, we started it. I and my partner, Mr. Hackman, we started the sales. Fine. Now, television came, and that is why I said, near you be fear, the sales will be okay. We should look at our environment, our society, and see if the position of television will endure well to our cinema industry. That is what we should have assessed first before we engage or go into it. You understand? We didn't do that. Now, you are talking about new channel of distribution that is streaming.
Yeah.
Let's assess it. I've had the occasion to call for this assessment, and I'm always branded as if I'm old school. I don't want us to go there. Hello, I created Xylophone View. It was a streaming platform. I created it. So I'm not against it. But I have made these mistakes in the past. I participated in it. I have said before that I am part of those who collapsed the film industry. I did it. We made all the mistakes in the past. I see the young ones and I pity them, like I said. We have made the mistakes. We are calling for a second look at the structures. Streaming is there, it's good. But under what terms and conditions are we participating in there? Somebody opens a channel, a streaming channel.
Platform, yeah.
And then they come to you and they say, oh, we will have subscribers and every month we will share revenue. And they will tell you, oh, we will show you the back end, and then you see how many. Then boom, you also follow. Hello? How much money is a stream getting you compared to how much a DVD sales will give you, or a pen drive sales will give you, or a cinema ticket will give you? Do the maths. One stream will give you how much? And who determines the cost of the streaming? The person who have created the platform is deciding how much somebody pays to stream, not you. Do you understand?
Yeah. So which means there is no unity among you, that you don't have any.
No, it's not about unity. I told you. Ignorance and stupidity. These are the two things that is affecting the industry today.
Pascal, you have your movies on the. Do you how much?
There, where?
I mean,
streaming platforms.
On the streaming. I mean, for now you have one there and just one
on Netflix. Yes.
On Netflix. Yeah. How much money have you made?
You want me to
no,
tell
not
you?
On Netflix. No, not on Netflix. I'm talking about, or let me say, have you broken even with the kind of money that you have invested in the movies you've made?
The thing is,
I
made more money from the Netflix deal than everything else. That's my case. In my case.
Okay.
Yes. But the thing is, mine is very, very unique because I have a very, very unique film.
No, I'm even outside the Netflix. So let's take Gold Coast out of the conversation. That is on Netflix now.
That's my only film where I'm the producer and director. Okay. So the other films that I did, I was not a producer. Okay. I was the director for hire. And see, the numbers, all those things, I can't tell you.
Okay. So it is this one that is on Netflix that you know, but Netflix is very.
Like I said, I'm a baby.
Yeah.
Let me talk to
so you've made more money on Netflix?
Well, if you want to talk about specific for this film, yes. I made more money on Netflix than
so why haven't you made more? Put there? Because as a businessman, if I go to the market, I buy and I make profits, I go and buy again.
We made more. What do you mean I made more?
Make more movies and put it there.
We just got a Netflix deal a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that was just a few months ago.
Just a few months, and the numbers are good for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hallelujah.
Yeah. So we just, like I said, I'm a baby. So.
Good. Okay. I want to. The association bit is very important too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The 5-pack.
Okay.
They are supposed to be helping, like you're saying, helping people get into the industry. Film Producers Association of Ghana. But that association themselves have issues.
No.
There are no issues now?
No. You're missing something.
Okay.
We have freedom of association under our constitution.
Okay.
So, and we have filmmakers. Pascal, are you a member of 5-pack?
Not 5-pack, no.
Is that?
I'm not.
You are not. Okay. So if you are mentioning the industry and you mention 5-pack to fix the challenge, there will be a problem there. Because 5-pack's rules and regulations is not binding on outside members.
Okay.
Do you understand? Okay. So even if they come up with a regulation that's from the experience of the members of 5-pack will help fix some of these challenges, those outside will take advantage of it. What happened? It got to a point where 5-pack realized that we have so many movies in the system. It got to a point where we were releasing about 20 movies on a particular Monday. And it was not, technically good for the market. So what did we do? We came together, we formed film release committee. And we were monitoring how many films should be released in a particular week. So we came up with 3 movies. Fortunately, we strategically added the distributors. So there were people who tried to go around it. But since the distributors were part of it, they couldn't go around it. The film will not be released. Else, they will have done it.
Okay.
And you, a member of FIPAC, who have restricted yourself that, okay, you are releasing this week, next week he is releasing, then the following week I will. Somebody will just bypass and release. But because we put the distributors in the agreement, they also didn't, allow it. What happened? Some members of even FIPAC who had released films and they had to wait for their next date of release, what happened? They got good film that they feel that, oh, this film is so nice. They broke banks with it.
Ooh.
We took them to even police station, closed their shops. No, we closed their shops. And they took us to police. And the police looked at our regulation and said, by law, this is freedom of association. The guy said from today he's no more a member. So he can release it.
Can release it.
You understand? Good. So what happened? That was where we realized that no, we need a law that will be binding. Hence, the push for the Act 935 that we have today. Which, if you look at it and you understand the challenges of the industry, is a solution to all these challenges we are having today. We have channel of distribution in it. They are to regulate distribution. They are to license every filmmaker, bring regulations to film shooting and all that. Today, what do we have in the system? We have ignorant, innocent artists who are paying producers to feature them in films, which is so sad, and everybody is looking on. The actor is compelled to pay the producer to put him in a film.
Wow.
And even buy the script. The producer finishes the film first, you must buy the script. And this is going on. And nobody is saying anything. Meanwhile, all these people you are talking of, FIPAC, FICAC, distributors, everybody, they form the managers of the law. What is happening?
Okay, so a lot's going here on the show, and I'm loving it already. We're taking a break. When we come back, I want to talk about the push from in a bit and get into that conversation. Watching Entertainment Review on Metro Television. We'll be back shortly. Okay, welcome back from the break. It's getting interesting here on Entertainment Review. My name is Desifade, and I'm here with Harriet and Helen. Pascal and Socrates Safo is still here. I've got a few minutes to wrap up, but it looks like should have had like there's a lot to talk about. Pascal, so the distribution bit, the uncle has said that, the challenges with it, but in your sense as a relatively younger person in the industry, with you chalking this milestone, what would chalking this milestone?
You don't agree that you've chalked the milestone?
Pascal is like that.
No, the chalking, what?
No, I mean you've achieved this of having a movie on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Chalking a milestone.
Milestones, yeah, I understand. Okay.
The chalking is
Pascal. So generally, what should be the things the loopholes we need to seal, so that younger people like yourself who want to get into the industry, older folks, as we have Uncle Socrates talking about, those who started and thought that you're not making enough, so we've stopped, they can possibly come in and also get some money's back.
Okay, here's the thing. Like I said, there are so many different types of people in this industry. Like when you look at the Olympics, there are different personalities. You have the umpires, you have the players, you have the politicians.
But they're all under IOC.
I don't know what the hell that is. But anyways, I am a player, right? So it's really hard for me to just look at the entire game at this point and see what can be fixed, what cannot be fixed. All I know is that, okay, this is the game that I'm playing. And I'll say it again, maybe a lot of people don't realize, but the film that I did is very, very unique. So I feel, me personally, I'm in a very, very unique spot. I did a film in black and white. I did a film that's a bit art film. I did a film that is different. So if I say that where I've been and where I'm going and where I am right now is where everybody else is, I'd be lying, because I'm in a very, very unique spot. So I'm in a spot where I'm just, absorbing as much information as possible, and at the same time carving my own journey and my own, road. I'm in a place where there's bush everywhere, right? And I'm just chalking. I'm using chalking. Where I am. Where is it going to head to? I do not know. So if you ask me what is the solution to the industry, I don't know. If you ask me, because
you'll be affected by anything that's probably not right in the industry.
Great. Here's the thing. Like, if you ask me exactly what happened to the industry, why it is where it is, the information is given. I heard it before at the the Xylophone seminar. I heard it as well. I've noted it down. Right? I wasn't there when it happened. The transition to television, etc. I saw change in the face of the media, where the media was going and how they were portraying who they conceived as stars.
Okay.
Right now, no. Okay. He said something that made a lot of things make sense at this point. There was a lot of exposure. Chain of distribution was stronger at the time. There was a lot of exposure to our films and our stars or whatever. I don't know how important people may feel like our star system is, but at this point, you talk to any random Ghanaian and ask them who's their favorite star is, they'll mention an actor that has not acted in the past 7, 8, 9 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't, no disrespect to, I would love them all. Yeah. Jackie Apiaz, etc. Like, but she can decide to act in the next 5 years. She'll still be the average Ghanaian's favorite actress.
Yeah.
Because, not because she's still active, but because the peak of the industry was 10, 12 years ago. You understand? That's where most of Ghanaian minds still are. And there's been a huge period of darkness since then. And there's a huge, long list of actors that have been working very, very hard in the industry, but they're not necessarily stars like she is, right? So, what else is what I thought, maybe it's also right, it's also a factor, is sort of made the industry die down a little bit. I could be wrong, but what we all notice is the transition in the distribution outlets.
Okay.
You can't sell CDs anymore. As you drive down the street, you see, okay, so the CDs are not there anymore. People are not buying CDs anymore. Like, we don't see posters of Adam's apples everywhere. Or something's happening here. But I was shooting music videos. Okay, now that I'm here, okay, now everything's digital. If you want to sell a film digitally, what do? You understand? So that's why I feel we are. That's why I feel that the transition from the analog sales to the digital is still a limbo. It's still quiet. So now, if you're a filmmaker at my spot, I'll tell you right now, I like to think that a lot of filmmakers in my spot are doing everything they can to get their films on the biggest digital platform in the world right now.
Okay.
Right.
And we just have this will be the last question.
Is there hope for the movie industry? Is there hope for us? He's smiling.
Okay, this one here, I will short one so that next week we can continue.
It's short, so I'll let's.
And if talking about hope and all that, if right now he's made money from Netflix and all, why don't people upgrade themselves, adjust to the new systems, and make money out of it?
Say that again, please.
People should upgrade themselves. You have put your movie on Netflix. You have been able to make some amount of money. So those who have been, they think, CDs will help and all that. Why don't they upgrade and adjust to the new system?
Okay.
But Helen, we cannot all be on Netflix.
Yes.
No, not all of us. But then
yes, and even Netflix chooses you.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but then you upgrade. When you upgrade, they'll be able to choose you.
I think there are even better movies out there that are still not on Netflix.
I think I would want Pascal to get that.
No,
because I've got that in the industry.
I get what you're saying, but it's also not enough.
Right.
It's also not enough. You look at the films that are produced, the amount is standing a lot, and how many of us have gone through. The way I even suffered on my own after 3 years, boom, my point inside. You understand? So the thing is that internally,
you're right.
The question is still there. Internally, how do we make our film internally right here in GH? From our films.
Yeah.
That is still the question that's been there for a while now. You know what I mean? And it's still a question, where's the solution going to come from? We have no idea.
We have no idea.
Maybe you have a solution.
There's no solution.
I want you to say the very last, like in 1 minute, so that we wrap up. Just in 1 minute.
God save the film industry.
God.
We cannot agree on that one.
The battle is the Lord.
Then probably we have prayers to
Because the
organize.
stupidity level
Aye.
is beyond what any you try to like fix somebody, like say somebody who has got into a level that I don't know how to explain it. They don't get it. You are sitting the person down, and so funny, you can sit with somebody. We went to Kumasi, had a forum when we did xylophone.
Right.
Had a forum with them, explain everything, give them the guidelines and everything. Don't stop, take the films out from TV. Let's give you money and shoot. They all agree. The MC of the day, on the Monday, I came to a TV station that I'm associated with. I met him with one Ghana Must Go bag full of movies that he has collected from his colleagues at 200 cedis each. And he is coming to sell it to the TV station at 350 cedis each, making 150 cedis from each film. Calculate the number of films. There were over 200 films in the bag. He is making that money for himself. He was the MC. And at that forum, everybody agreed that yes, this is not helping us. How do you expect me to advise such a
Looks like
person?
there's no way forward.
Anyway,
But there is something that we did. Sorry, the time is gone.
Yeah, I will do this again.
We saw it coming. That is why we got the law, the Act 935.
Okay.
And this law is made up of the industry players. It's not outsiders.
Okay.
Every film association has a rep on it. They are supposed to come with the solution to the table and get it implemented.